Hello everyone. In my country they say that kids waste God's time on the Facebook. If that is a sin, then prove that it is you in control and not the devil by murdering the Lord of Sin in its house and pulling out its heart. Let's go. Our next level 115 quest involves killing Azmodan, the Lord of Sin, and starts in Act 4. Travel to the River of Flame waypoint and make your way over the hellish bridges to the Chaos Sanctuary. Inside the Chaos Sanctuary is where we can find the key to the Realm of Sin. There are 5 seals that need to be activated to summon the Act boss Diablo. The pair of seals on the right side is what we need to summon a Gravedigger mini-boss called Gom. Gom has a lot of health, and beware his fortress ability. It might be wise to run for cover when the towers spawn. Once he is defeated, he drops the Key of Sin. This can be used by simply right-clicking on it to open a portal to the Realm of Sin. It might be wise to use it somewhere inside the Pandemonium Fortress or Silver City to have a quick trip back in if things get too messy and you die. The Realm of Sin is populated with very dangerous enemies that deal mostly physical and fire damage. The more maximum fire resistance you can get before entering this realm, the better. The Centaurs, Onyx Knights and the massive Quill Beasts are very dangerous, and there are untargetable, invisible Fireheart beasts scattered about that will occasionally spit slow molten meteors that deal large fire damage. The Mahasattvas though sit on top of the food chain in the Realm of Sin. They have a physical melee attack, cast a damaging nova, and a firewall in a straight line before them that pushes away their adversaries, and summon many small fire beetles that shoot a relentless stream of flame. They have a lot of health, and the more time they are allowed to live, the more beetles they will summon. On top of that, the beetles remain alive permanently until killed, and the Mahasattvas will create a massive fire explosion upon death. Good luck with that. A curious detail is that monsters that are far away from Azmodan himself will not drop any loot. They will start dropping at the end of the bridge that leads to the boss. But there's still no point hanging out here too much. Just beeline to the boss, who can be found on a platform to the west at the end of the map. Azmodan himself drops one of the more desirable charms in the game, Azmodan's Heart. Not only that it grants up to a whopping 40 resistance to elements and poison, but it also gives a guaranteed 2% maximum resistances as well. The 5% discounted shops is the cherry on top, saving a lot of money on crafting materials and potions on the long run. The boss has a 7% chance to drop a trophy fragment, and the trophy bonus is life and mana. Fun times for everyone. Azmodan himself is the king of the don't stand in the fire fights. His attacks and abilities can be dodged relatively easily, but having to dodge so much might prove to be a bit annoying, especially if playing a melee fighter. But nonetheless, there is no lockout and the fight can be won eventually with some patience and good legwork. One attack is a flame strike, which is telegraphed by a very small circle on the ground, a few seconds before the pillar of flame will strike. It might be difficult to spot the circle on the ground, so try to stand in a position where that would be more visible. This pillar of flame will deal massive damage and is potentially a one-shot mechanic. Avoid it at any cost. The second one is the already familiar Fortress spell. It will summon some towers from time to time that shoot arrows which deal physical damage. Nothing fancy, and they are easy to avoid by exiting the small arena in the middle. Another ability is summoning Son of Azmodan demons that will hit once and die, spreading a minefield of exploding caltrops. If standing in them, they will eventually detonate on the player, dealing high fire damage. On top of that, the arena is haunted, like all the rest of the realm, by invisible Fireheart monsters that will spawn their meteors crisscrossing the tiny platform. More incentive to stay on the move, as they are quite deadly as well. The trick to this fight would consist in nuking Azmodan for a few seconds while avoiding meteors and his flame strike, then running out to the platform in the middle and do a lap to let the fortress towers or minefields to despawn while safely healing. Repeat a number of times and obtain the prized Heart of Azmodan. Thank you and see you in the next one.